It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Kitchenland USA, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey, happy Friday to you. Glad you made it. Glad you're with us, whether you're watching or listening to the podcast this morning. This is Around the Ozarks News. We're thrilled to have you. So let's do some news, shall we? The Missouri National Guard has been put on standby as a precaution. Governor Mike Kehoe called them to be ready after civil unrest and riots across the country. The governor says that the state is taking a more proactive approach just in case things start to get out of control or violent like we've seen in L.A. In fact, the Missouri Department of Public Safety, the Highway Patrol, and the National Guard established a unified command center to monitor things and prepare for any possible problems.
All right. Hopefully not. Cox Health and St. Louis Children's Hospital are expanding in the Ozarks. They are partnering with Washington University School of Medicine as well, and their expertise basically to work together to provide more advanced care as needed to kids in and around Springfield and their families. This will definitely help cut down on the distance that some families have to travel depending on the medical issue for pediatric care.
Okay. Wow, that's something.
Yeah, it is.
This is something, too. Former Missouri Representative Billy Long is now in charge of the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. Long just was confirmed by the Senate, 53-44. Now, you may remember that he previously sponsored bills to get rid of the IRS. So no doubt there'll be some changes coming to the way they do business there and how it operates. Long is a businessman, former auctioneer from right here in Springfield. So how about that? An old quonset hut that used to house Springfield's most famous chili is reinventing itself as a coffee shop now. The old Casper's facility is becoming Seven Feathers Coffee and Co-op. It will feature, yes, coffee drinks with seating and eventually some food they want. It's also going to house a co-op, and for that portion of it, they'll have plants and produce available as well as items from local artists available for sale. So that's the co-op part. It's expected to open later this summer. So another coffee option downtown Springfield.
Okay. Today is a big blood drive at the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks. We told you about this Monday, but mark your calendars because the summertime is when they really need our help. The event is today from 8 to 6 at the CBCO on West Plainview Road. There will be family-friendly activities, free hot dogs for people. That's exciting. Prizes, emergency vehicles on display. So you can, if you take the kids with you, look through the ambulance, look through the fire truck, all of those types of emergency vehicles. Plus, they're doing some hands-only CPR training, which if you've not taken that, it is neat. It is a good skill to have. Donors also get a T-shirt, Highland Dairy ice cream, and 2 tickets to any Springfield Cardinals baseball game for the summer. So
wow,
lots of incentive to go donate today. Also starting today at Landers Theater from now through June 29th is Oklahoma, the musical. Oklahoma, Oklahoma. That one, you know. That one's happening at the Landers Theater on East Walnut.
Okay. Also, don't forget, Springfield Police will be hosting a Share the Road motorcycle safety course tomorrow. It's for people who are already pretty good on their motorcycle. They're well-versed, but would like some better handling skills shown to them that they can practice from the police department. You do need to sign up. You can do that on the police department's website. It is free, though. So just go to the Springfield Police Department website and look up the motorcycle safety course.
All right. It is Father's Day weekend. And with that, maybe you have young kids. There are some activities that you might want to do this weekend. I am convinced that we have the best website in the Ozarks. It is aroundtheozarks.com. Yes, I'm biased. I get that I work for Around the Ozarks, but it's still the best website. It just is. It just
you're also you're a user as well. I mean, you're there all the time looking for events, right?
It's true. That's what it's so great about, because there's all sorts of events. I mean, like of all shapes and sizes. I'll highlight a few. I feel like it's appropriate, being Father's Day weekend, to mention that tonight the Springfield Greene County Park Board is hosting the Family Fishing Fun Nights, which I've been to a few of those in my history. It's at Rutledge Wilson Farm Park. It's catch and release. So it's fun. If you have not been to the Rutledge Wilson Farm Park to go fishing with your little guy, you really should, or girl for that matter. So that's happening tonight from 6 to 9. And then also on Saturday, it is like father-son on the field. It's called the Play Catch Day at the Springfield Cardinals baseball game. And that's also cool because you get to go out on the real baseball field and throw the ball.
It sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah. Butterfly Festival is this weekend. That is the Springfield Botanical Gardens at Nathaniel Green Park, Close Memorial, which is where we got married. Lots of butterflies and love in the air. You know?
Yeah, that's super cool.
Excuse me. I said there's love in the air at the Botanical Garden, and you just were like,
I was distracted for just a second. Love in the air. That's true. We got married over in that neck of the woods.
Don't be distracted when I'm talking about our wedding.
I know. I picked the wrong time.
You picked the wrong time. What a jerk. Just kidding. No, there's lots of things happening this weekend. And if you check it out at aroundtheozarks.com, you'll see the activities calendar. And I listed like 4 of 44. So there you go. Be ready for that.
Okay.
All right. Also on there, you'll find the contest we've been telling you about.
Yep.
Just click on contest at the top of the page and you will see it at aroundtheozarks.com. But someone else, because we've already selected a few winners, but someone else is going to win a family 4-pack to Adventure Seekers Branson. And that is quite an attraction down in Branson. You can win 4 tickets to go for free. So good times.
Okay. Hey, before we go and let you go on the weekend, we just want to relay our congratulations to our friend.
I don't know where he went. I don't know where Ethan went. Bueller? Anybody? I think his computer died is what I think. But in the meantime, I will relay the congratulations. I did not know he was going to do this, but I can finish his sentence because we've been married for long enough. To our friends at Digital Monitoring Products for 50 years. They just celebrated 50 years in business. DMP, they make alarm systems, and they are incredible. We got to go to the celebration yesterday and just talk to them and a lot of their team members. What a place to be. Right here in the Ozarks. Check them out online, DMP. I feel like if you know him, you know him. But if you don't know him, you'll be like, wow, that's made right here in Springfield, Missouri. And the answer is yes. They are people who are fun, faith-filled, and it is quite a business. So congratulations to them. I don't know where Ethan went. I didn't kick him off, just so you know. His computer died is my guess. I don't know what happened. But anyway, happy Friday. We hope that you have the best weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the dads in the audience, including my own dad in Oklahoma. And of course, Ethan, the best dad to our 3 kids. We do hope to see you back here on Monday morning. Until then, bye-bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather on this Friday, the 13th. Spooky. Conditions today across the Ozarks may be a little bit spooky, too. We've had the rain and thunderstorm chances around. Of course, those started in the forecast yesterday. They continue today. So even though we are starting off very warm this morning, cloud cover keeping us in the upper 60s for those starting time temperatures, it is yet another day with scattered rain chances in the forecast. And for some in the Ozarks, this may result in some heavy downpours that could lead to flooding by this afternoon. We've got some rain on the radar this morning. Go ahead, grab all the rain gear if you're heading out the door right now. Take it slow on area roadways. And I'm expecting that there's not much of an issue with flooding this morning. However, as we go through the day, we see additional chances for showers and thunderstorms, and some of those opportunities could create some heavy downpours. There could be some localized flooding that happens later on this afternoon. So definitely on the afternoon drive as you're heading back home, make sure you watch for any flooded spots in the roadways. And I do expect some minor increases in some of the streams and rivers yet again across the Ozarks today. Showers and thunderstorms today, I think they're more numerous today than what we had around yesterday. Of course, yesterday, that afternoon development was the main show for us. We have this very slow moving upper level low pressure system, though, and it's allowing for us to see additional chances for showers and thunderstorms. A huge portion of the country expecting some form of rainfall today, and it does appear that many of our counties in northern Arkansas could see some of the heavier downpours. So if you're heading south, you're going to Bull Shoals Lake, you're heading down to Little Rock today, heads up, there could be some heavy downpours with some of those thunderstorms, and those are the places that are going to be most prone to flooding as we head into the afternoon hours. I expect that most of us see less than 2 inches of rainfall, but the 2-inch mark could be more common in extreme southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. Basically south of Highway 60, that's where anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rainfall is expected through Father's Day. We continue to see these scattered rain chances on Saturday and Sunday. Also, we are not rain-free for the weekend. There will be opportunities for some showers as this low pressure still moves out of the area. However, I think that the storms won't be an all-day thing, either Saturday or Sunday. So windows of dry time is my message for you for the weekend. Also, temperatures today will be limited into the upper 70s, but we see those numbers increase a little bit as we head into the weekend. We're back to the 80s. And then by early next week, we really start to see the heat build back into the region. And in fact, heat index values for Monday and Tuesday may be up into the 90s, pushing the triple digits. I don't quite think we get there, but it will be kind of muggy as we head into the start of next week. As I look at some of the long-range charts, also, the future forecast starting June 19th through the 25th, Climate Prediction Center has our area outlooked in a region that will likely see temperatures above normal for this time of the year. So a little summer push of heat is not necessarily unwelcome after all the rainy days that we've had so far this month. We continue to hold those rain chances today and tonight. I think there's a really good chance for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms today. That may impact your Friday evening plans. The chance goes down tomorrow. I think it's about a 30% chance for some showers and a few thunderstorms during the day on Saturday, about a similar opportunity on Sunday. And we could even see a small chance for some rain and storm activity into Monday of next week. Temperatures, though, as I mentioned, today is the cool one. I have 77 for the high temperature in Springfield. Numbers tomorrow, though, should be back to the mid-80s. We'll stay in the mid-80s on Sunday. And then by Monday, we may be in the upper 80s with heat index values really on the rise as the dew point temperatures come up. Around the country, what's happening? It's heavy rainfall for parts of the Southern Plains and Minnesota today. We also have really hot weather headlines happening out on the West Coast. That will continue through the afternoon. We also have widespread coverage of showers and thunderstorms for the Arklatex region. I was mentioning this for northern Arkansas, but 2 to 4 inches of rainfall possible for a large region for Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. And that may lead to some additional flooding for our friends down south. So we'll be thinking of that as we head into the weekend forecast. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And here's the question that I left you with yesterday. What is the name given to the rotating bands of thunderstorms that extend outward from the center of a tropical cyclone? And the options were A, feeder bands, B, jet streams, C, trade winds, or D, monsoon troughs. You may have heard your television meteorologist talk about this, or any broadcast meteorologist. They are A, the feeder bands, and they are often what we start to see first. So, when the reporters go out to the coastal locations that are expecting a hurricane or tropical storm, they may talk about those first rounds of wind and rains being feeder bands. They are also known as inflow bands. You may have heard that term as well. They are bands of low-level clouds. They move into the updraft region of a thunderstorm or a hurricane. And in tropical meteorology, they describe the spiral-shaped bands of convection surrounding and moving toward the center of a tropical cyclone. They are associated with increased rainfall and potential for intense winds. So it's those feeder bands that extend out from the center of the tropical cyclone. So congrats if A, feeder bands was your choice. Here's your next chance to win. Which tropical weather phenomenon, also associated with hurricanes, can sometimes form a secondary eye within the storm, leading to unpredictable intensification? Do you think it is A, storm surge, B, eye wall replacement cycle, C, trade wind inversion, or D, monsoon trough? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. I want to thank you for ending the work week here with us at Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. I hope everybody stays dry today and that you find some dry time this weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. We'll chat again Monday morning.